Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Jimmy, it's Jeb Bush.
Hey, Governor Bush.
Oh, please, call me Jeb.
Oh, okay, Jeb, listen, how...
No, Jeb.
That is what I said. I said Jeb.
No, I mean with an exclamation point, as in Jeb.
You know, I'd rather not. Can I just call you Jeb?
Jimmy, look, this branding is incredibly important. You know that. Could you just sort of help me out here?
Listen, how about we compromise and I just call you Jeb exclamation point?
Okay, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do just fine.
Okay, that's settled. Now, how you doing?
Oh, Jimmy, I'm doing superb.
Really? Because I got to say, Jeb exclamation point, your numbers look pretty weak, buddy.
Well, that's really kind of a temporary setback, Jimmy.
How so?
Well, first of all, for starters, Rand Paul was excluded from the, next upcoming debate. That's pretty fantastic news.
Why is that good for you?
Well, as it currently stands, he's more or less my direct competition for the GOP nomination, considering that he is also an incredibly low polling candidate like myself. The game right now is for us single-digit guys to try and knock out our competition instead of going after the big dogs like Trump and Cruz. Because that strategy just backfires, believe me. I tried taking Trump head on, and, man, he just punked me like a little bitch. He is really, really good at insulting people. I didn't have a comeback ready, per se, so I just had to tuck my tail and back out of that. Frankly, I can't believe Nikki Haley went after him in her State of the Union rebuttal. I mean, that's going to get pretty rough for her, I'd imagine.
How so? How is it going to get rough for her?
Well, I figure he's going to come to her with some choice Trump burns before too long. Like, it's convenient she already has a red dot on her forehead because one of my supporters is probably going to shoot her in the face or with a rifle or I bet that dumb bitch was on her period. You just can't come back from political jabs of that quality and magnitude.
Yeah, I guess not, Jeb! Exclamation point.
But getting back to Rand Paul, getting him out of the way is great news for me, for sure. You see, he appeals to the isolationist, more libertarian faction of the GOP. His statements about the unconstitutionality and foolishness of these endless wars, if nothing else, he said, actually made sense in some regard. So we can't really have that out there as a choice. And it really needs to be marginalized and put aside. The GOP voters who are anti-war, they just kind of need to be told that, you kind of need to get your head on straight. This anti-drone strike, non-unilateral foreign policy talk, it's divisive. And we need to be unified as a nation, not divided, especially if we're going to tell everybody else in the world what to do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So with him out of the way, none of us have to pander to these anti-war losers. So once he's gone, I can implement my strategy of finally bringing my brother on board my campaign. At just the right time, right as the final hope of an isolationist GOP fails, we release the W.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Well, of course. He's very popular.
Is he really popular? I mean, do the polls from the end of his presidency really back that up?
Oh, come on. Those polls don't matter, Jimmy. That's all irrelevant now. The most salient quality that my brother George W. Bush currently has with the GOP voting base is this. He is America's most recent white president.
Wow.
Do you realize the importance of that?
No.
How powerful that is? He's a symbol now of a glorious past when there were no black presidents. No presidents with funky names. In fact, he prosecuted wars against people with weird names like that. Look, every war in our history has become glorified with enough passing of time. And our attention spans have vanished to the point where the Iraq War is going to, before you know it, rank right up there with the War of 1812, and Vietnam is one of our finest hours. And my brother will be championed for his involvement in it, or at least his mute acquiescence to it, at a minimum. And I will be the beneficiary of that misbegotten political capital. Jeb, 2016.
This is terrifying, actually.
Yeah. I guarantee in 5 years there will be a movie made by Mel Gibson showing how glorious and morally righteous the Iraq War was. Enough of this Hurt Locker shit, God damn it.
I'm afraid you might be right, Jeb! Exclamation.
And as president, I will attend the premiere in a cowboy hat.
No doubt. No doubt.
And I'll be dragging my older brother along to show him off like Buffalo Bill at a Wild West show. With an even bigger cowboy hat, like almost a novelty thing. And a #1 foam finger thingy on him, too. And assuming he can still fit into that mission accomplished jumpsuit, he'll be wearing that, I can guarantee you. As long as we can get it on loan from the Smithsonian, that is.
Mm-hmm. This all sounds pretty ridiculous, Jeb.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not finished. And our dad will probably be dead by then, but only in body, not in spirit. Because he will be standing right beside us on the red carpet, smiling, and with a blue halo around him like at the end of Star Wars. And it will swiftly cut to a star sky background and say, directed by Karl Rove. And if you think that is some sort of goofy image, well, then you're everything that's wrong with politics right now. You're the divisive one. You stand with Barack Obama on the side of divisiveness. Yeah.
Jeb! Exclamation point. Listening to you talk, I think you actually might be losing it.
Am I? Or am I gaining it? I'm a Bush polling below 1% in some places.
Uh-huh.
I'm a god incarnate. I am Vishnu, destroyer of worlds. Is that who Vishnu was, or I don't know? Who cares? Those are Muslim gods, not Christian ones. No matter. I will rain judgment upon those who question the Bush clan. We are legion. We are righteousness. Our inability to craft sassy comebacks to Trump burns will seem immaterial in the face of our ability to rework recent American history in our favor. You will all bow before the majesty of our dynasty.
Okay, Jeb, exclamation point. Pretty sure you're losing contact with reality altogether, but it's good talking with you, buddy.
Okay, you too, Jimmy. Hey, look, I blacked out for a minute. Did I say anything weird?
Not at all. Jeb! Exclamation point.
Okay, bye.